Hey everybody, happy Sunday. Mindless shredding on a Sunday. Yes. Hey, how's everybody doing? Yeah, I know. I'm late. It's late. Well, you got like 3 hour drives home. Drives. Can't speak. It's Sunday. I can't speak. It's holiday weekend. Can't speak either. Uh, anyways, cheers. 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 Anyhow, yeah. No, it's not Sunday morning. You're not having your coffee right now. Just lots of stuff going on today, and just got up. Hey, got up late. I had a long drive home last night from Meaford, Ontario, which was a great gig. Hi, Meaford. How you doing? And hope everyone's enjoying their holiday weekend. If you're Canadian, if you're American, it's next weekend, is it not? You actually get the Friday off. Our holiday is on Tuesday, so that's messing up a lot of people. But it's okay. It's okay. I just want to talk to you. Last week I went on a rant. Kind of, no, I called it a rant. Just about how, and to make, if you saw the show, you don't need this, but if you didn't, I just basically, in a nutshell, said, hey, musicians are the first people that get undercut for what they're paid to play. Hey, I got this big gig. All these people will be there. Hey, I'll do it for exposure. Yeah. So I saw actually a great little thing on I think it's Cover Bands or one of those Facebook pages that said bar owners talking to the band, and he says, "Where's the effect? Hey, I got a gig, this big gig for you. I can't pay anything, but it's great exposure for you." Musician says to him, "Hey, okay, I'm having some people over on Friday night. Can you bring over some beer and wings and all kinds of stuff for us? I can't pay anything, but wouldn't that be great exposure for your restaurant?" And that basically says it right there. Why should we work for free? Really? Because we all I love having fun playing. Yeah, we do, but there's costs involved here, guys. But anyhow, went on a rant about that. Today I'm just going to talk about another thing that we have to go through is a lot of technical difficulties live, and guess what? Show still has to go on. We can't stop. We can't just throw a hissy fit and take off. And it's just a couple things that happened to me with a couple of my bands, and I also saw a story about Beyonce who had a huge technical difficulty in a show. I think it was sometime this weekend. Apparently, she's in this red Cadillac convertible and surfs through the air over the arena or whatever, and it got stuck and kind of went like this, and she had to be lowered down. And I guess the show just still goes on, and everything shuts down, and you keep going, and she had to jump off and go back on stage, and I guess start the next song. But hopefully that wasn't your favorite song that got stuck in the air there. But anyways, that happens, and then I've heard many stories about. Well, I'm going to talk about monitoring because many people, musicians, you know what it is, but if you can't hear yourself live, you're basically cooked. You're basically going by whatever your ears hear. If you use in-ear monitors and they go out, you're kind of fried too, unless there's some kind of backup. And not always there is there, but we had two experiences with Keep the Faith. I had a couple experiences with Bridge on Fire where we're kind of switching around our monitoring system for Bridge on Fire. This is, and then. I just really turned down my guitar a lot because I was using in-ears, and the band just kind of fell apart because we didn't know what to follow. So hopefully we're fixing that. The next one was we had a festival show for Keep the Faith last weekend, and while the crew was really good at being conscientious and putting the mixes together and talking to us about it, that's not what we heard when the band started. So that was kind of scary. And then last night in Meaford, we had an excellent mix. I did anyways, and the show was amazing. But the thing is, people don't really notice these things, and unless you're really watching closely for, the band, we still try and I'm gonna say we as musicians in general, you guys will agree with me. We just kind of keep the show going, and hopefully no one notices, and that happens. I play and Keep the Faith Bon Jovi tribute, and I did a lot of research, obviously, because I'm playing a character in this band. Um, I just found this down here. This is this is my VHS copy of Bon Jovi Access All Areas, circa it's the New Jersey tour, but I can't remember what year it actually came out. I'm trying to read this, but there's no date on here. But anyways, it was back then, and this is my original copy of Access All Areas. I love this video. I found it right beside this, my VHS copy of Spinal Tap. Hello, Cleveland. Yes, yeah. There's always Spinal Tap moments. We had the Hello Cleveland moment in Meaford this weekend. But in this video here, it starts by, if you haven't seen it already, it starts with the band sitting backstage after a show, saying how bad it was, how this was our worst show ever. The monitors sucked. Go on about mostly how they couldn't hear themselves, and they kept cutting back to fans outside saying this was brilliant, it was the best show ever, blah blah blah, and then they go back and say, yeah, this was terrible. And anyway, it just basically goes to show that they put a good show on, no one noticed, and it was still amazing. Keep the Faith, we hated their show back a couple weeks ago, and got some great reviews on it. Bridge on Fire, we had probably one of our worst shows ever, and people was back in, I think it was in May now, but no one really cared. No one really. So if Beyonce made it part of her show or whatever when she was stuck in the air there, I don't know. I saw Tommy Lee get stuck on his little roller coaster drum thing. I wasn't there, but I saw a video of him getting stuck there, and he had to be lowered down, and I guess it happens. But the importance of performing and what people go through. I heard another story. I mean, you'll see really bad videos of people singing, and it's probably because they can't hear themselves. There was that one with Mariah Carey on Times Square. I don't know if people even remember that, but they said, "Oh man, she can't sing anymore." But meanwhile, her in-ears went out, and there was nothing. She was walking around on the street, so what's she supposed to be hearing? Nothing, she just sings. She has to sing away, and hopefully it works, right? But there's another one where I saw a story about someone talking about singer for Five for Fighting was doing an arena show thing, and all he heard was just white noise in his in-ears, and he still had to play his song and still try and get through it. And I don't know. He said he was sitting at the piano playing, and I don't know if he could hear anything, but hero status when you get that happening. But anyhow, so if you go out and see your favorite band and they don't look that happy on stage, maybe this is something technical going on and you don't know about it, but the show must go on. Anyhow, I actually have Spinal Tap on. This is my VHS Spinal Tap. I actually have the DVD as well, which has all these outtakes, which is just amazing. It has all these outtakes of parts that were cut out of it. Like there's apparently the movie had a lot more allusions or alluded to a lot more drug use by Spinal Tap, but they wanted to clean it up for a bigger audience. So they cut all those parts out of the movie, and if you want to see it, it's in the DVD version. Pretty cool stuff. They also if you have to I can sit here and talk about the movie because I've seen it a million times, but as you can see, I have 2 copies of it. But anyhow, the new Spinal Tap movie I think is coming out in September, and I have no idea what this movie's about. No idea. I'm gonna predict they're old, and they're doing their 1,000th reunion or their 1,000th farewell tour, and it's all the stuff that happens with that. And I think they're gonna make fun of a lot of the bands that are on their farewell tour right now. And basically piss off a whole other generation, or it's maybe the same generation they ticked off back when this movie actually came out. Because not a lot of people, musicians, were happy about this. There's Stonehenge. Remember Stonehenge? Black Sabbath's Born Again tour was Stonehenge on the back. I don't know if you saw that. That's when Ian Gillan was singing, and Stonehenge in reverse was when Spinal Tap's little Stonehenge guy came down from the ceiling. Then, just a lot of things happened that were just way too close for a lot of bands, so they didn't really like Spinal Tap. I mean, lighten up. It's a comedy. Anyways, I haven't got much time left here. I'm going to get cut off. So, anyways, thanks, Meaford, Ontario. Come see us come see Keep the Faith at Canada Day. And Bridge on Fire is coming up for Pierside on June the 17th. See ya. My phone's about to die. See ya. Bye-bye.